paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So New Mexico State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's caught. It's Banks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 35, he's loose. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Man, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the... makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it down the left side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Pulls it in on the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
Turning it on. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Moving for the end zone, and fumble! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Worley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room.
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back the 16.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Dead center perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the ground with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab down the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Davis looking to pass. With the catch, it's Hampton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Right on the money. Can't get him to the ground. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Davis looking to pass. Right on target this time. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Robinson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Hampton. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors! And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Working that left side. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick. They're up by 19 over Texas A&M. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They booted away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii!
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll leave it with him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, they're faking it. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the Rainbow Warriors, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Davis will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hampton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed